Welcome to another not factory approved subtitle, Adventures in Idiocy. Have you ever kept your spray cans too long? Notice a little bit of rust here and there. What they do is they solidify in the tube, and they end up with a bunch of little particles that plug the nozzle. So the first thing you have to do is clear out the big particles that are in the tube, which is using a nail. I put it through a piece of wood. Well, you can do it in a vise, just if you're going to paint your vise, that's all. So then just take the can, push it down, and give it a few sprays, shake it a bit. And do it again. You can't do it too long because it empties the tube and then you're just relieving the pressure. So get new paint in there each time. Let it spray out. Let's try that. Remove the nail so nobody steps on it. Here's some of the different styles of spray can tops you'll find. This one's Rust-Oleum. This is a wide bottom that fits on top of a stand-up trim clad. Has used that from time to time. It's the same idea. Instead of a plunger going in and opening up the can with this orifice, measured orifice there, this has the same thing, measured orifice with a opening inside which pushes down on this particular piece. You can spray these just by pushing them against something. So you don't need a nail particularly for those to clean them out. So this type again, here's an actuator that pushes down inside and opens up a diaphragm and allows the spray to come out. It goes through the measured orifice. A venturi effect, and this one as well. The other style. The third style I've seen is this one is Minwax, but also Duplicolor, and I've never had these plug. Maybe somebody has, but I haven't. They're usually attached pretty firmly. They're hard to remove, but they have a metal pin that's like the needle and seat in an old carburetor. It seals it off when it's not in use. And those work really well, and they clean out very well. I've never had those block up. One thing to watch with spray cans is always shake them well. That's how you get those lumps inside. It's not shaking them enough. So they do last better if you give them about a 30-second shake before you use them. Get the ball inside. There. This one's just starting to break up now. You've got to mix the paint and the solvent inside. I don't know about where you live, but where I live, these cans are typically 15 bucks. And there's a fair amount of paint in there that just gets thrown away. So I don't like to throw paint into the landfill. I know it hardly pays all this effort I'm putting in, but that's what I do. Besides which, I have to go to town, 70 clicks. So I'm motivated. Cost of a nail, an old piece of plywood, you can do that. These ones are some of the worst for clogging. They have a little plastic orifice there, and then a larger part here that pushes on the diaphragm inside, or the valve, to open up the spray. So what I do is, if they're clogged, take a piece of wire, dig it around inside, and keep tapping it out. Then you can clear the orifice with the wire from a wire brush. And if you got better eyesight than I do, you don't need these goggles. So then you can take one of the wire elements of the brush and shove it in to the orifice. No crude jokes, please. Just pick one that's frayed out, as straight as possible. Sometimes it's easier just to hold it with a needle nose pliers. Once it's in there, and you can work it around, clear out the orifice. Need some needle nose pliers. Grab one of these and put it in. Like that. And you can check on the inside to make sure that it's actually going through. You can see it going in and out through that down at the bottom. Then once it's clear, then you can spray with it. And if it clogs, then you got to do it again. There it is. And then you need about 80, 90 psi. Blow it off. Make sure that it's got a stream of air coming out, and it does. There it is. All set for the next use. And if they're really stubborn and you can't clear them, you can put solvent inside the opening and blow it in with compressed air. Just use a rag around it because it will spray out sometimes. And you get covered in spray paint. You have changed your color. Hope you found that helpful. Hope it keeps a few spray cans out of the landfill, at least until they're empty. And as Red Green said, if you can't be handsome, might as well be handy. Kudos to Red Green.